30 years of fighting taught me what I'm going to tell you in this video. Maybe you are listening this during your lunch break, or hiding in a car, or walking around a corner trying to escape another soul-crushing day. You had dreams, and many times even big dreams. Then you entered the corporate life, and suddenly the dreams are getting forgotten. Hi, Radek here with Broken to Fighter series, where I'm teaching you how to transform from a busy professional to the guy who can literally go and fight. Today, I know exactly where you are. You are trapped between the two words. The word of corporation, which is there to pay your bills, is generally stable, but it's boring. And the other word, where you want to be stronger, be better, and be more real. And I'm going to show you how to exactly build a fighter inside yourself while keeping your daily job. And this is your roadmap. On Sunday, you go and watch some, fighting event, and then you think, oh, cool, I can do the same again. Then on Monday, you are back in your cube and wondering what the hell I'm doing here. But the truth is, you don't have to choose either way. In fact, many, even pretty good fighters have also the other job, but they know how to handle it, and everybody can learn it. And I see many guys around their 40s starting out and thinking, oh, I will figure it out by myself, or following some fitness influencer who has never really fight. But you need somebody who has been there, who knows what works and when, and that's why I'm here. 30 years of fighting, judo competitions, sparring, dealing with aggressive people. So I learned what works, and also I learned what gets you hurt. I had surgeries, life got complicated, but always kept my fighter mindset. And that's what I preach the office worker. It's not just the technique, it's the mind that survives a lot. Let's go for it. So first phase is building your physical base. This is at least 3 to 4 months, and you really focus on strength, endurance, flexibility, and mobility. Strength can look really basic, like push-ups, squats, or pull-ups, and start with very light and gradually increase as you are getting stronger and stronger. Endurance means that you know that running sucks, but you're still going to do it anyway because you need. And the same with strength, start very lightly. Actually, after surgery, I was able to run only like 10 minutes in very light pace. But in order to fight, like in a fighting game, you need at minimum, like as a very, very baseline, being able to get into 20 minutes in a reasonably good pace. And that can take another 3-4 months together with getting stronger. Then you have the flexibility part, which generally means go and stretch every day. Just do it smartly. If you stretch one muscle group in a day, then the other day stretch the next one. That's the bare minimum, because during the fight your body just needs a higher range of motion than when you are sitting in the office. Then there is a mobility part, which means being able to control your body even at the end range of your motion. And this includes a lot of crawling, rolling, and getting from the ground. And yes, it sounds basic, but that's the first fundamental block for you to become the fighter. Now, once your body is ready, you can start with some fighting techniques. I would recommend to start with striking because it's easier to learn, you can get the results faster, and you can increase your confidence by seeing the progress. So the first couple of months is very basic. It's just the stance, footwork, defense, and very basic combinations. In some sense it's boring, but it's the boring fundamentals that you need to master before moving on. Once you are at least a little bit confident in there, then if you want to go to MMA, you should add some grappling like wrestling, jiu-jitsu, or judo, because that makes you more complete fighter. Then there is a phase 3. Once you are physically good and you have at least a little bit of technique, you can start sparring. And actually, that's where most of the guys quit because getting hit hurts. But you have to get used to get hit and don't panic after that. So start lightly and build up your confidence and ability to orient in the chaos. This can take, even several months, but you should focus as a fighter to increase, to get better in each session. Once you are able to handle a sparring, you can start looking at the mental preparation. This includes things like breathing, visualization, or confidence building, which will amplify the trainings you did before. And that's what separates the real fighters from just the gym bros. So visualize your fights before they actually happen. See how you are handling pressure, how you are executing techniques, how you are winning. And this will help to train your nervous system to experience the stuff before it happens. So once it happens, then you are not surprised anymore. And that's the basic foundation how to transform yourself into a fighter. And let me tell you, the training in Japan taught me the extreme discipline. Here you are either committed or not committed. There is nothing in between. And the fighter spirit is basically built through repetition and respect. That's it. And now you may ask, what's the timeline? Like how fast I can make it happen? So, assuming you don't have any fighting background, I would say at least 6 months so you are not embarrassed, 12 months so you can handle sparring confidently, and 18 months, is the time when you can consider some amateur competition. And yes, there is a way how to make it faster depending on your situation, but if you have no experience from before and trying to move too fast, you can get, you can maybe do it, but you are risking to be disappointed at the end. And what are the mistakes I see very often is like trying to sparring without having, the baseline built for it, focusing only on striking and ignoring the defense, thinking that doing more and more aggressively is the right way to go, or just training like a bodybuilder, like not like a fighter. And I think any office guy should take the same standard exactly as I do, not because I'm mean, but because if you don't, you can get hurt. If you want to be a fighter, just train like a fighter. And definitely this way is not for everyone. Like most people want an easy way, but this is actually the hard way. But the reward is awesome. You can become really the man you always wanted to be, just nobody told you how. Now, subscribe if you want to get more real knowledge, not just some fitness theater, and comment with your experience and your current level, and I can share with you more personalized one. So, thanks for watching this blueprint. Stay strong and see you next time.